Good afternoon. My name is Helena Nyeweja and you are welcome to Good Afternoon Ghana. Now let's head straight into our headlines for this afternoon. Government announces detailed plans ahead of the interdenominational and interfaith state funeral for 8 gallant officers who died from the August 6 military helicopter crash. Also, Ghana Police Service announces series of temporary road closures, traffic diversions and parking arrangements ahead of the state funeral. Later on Business Edge, we will be looking at the upcoming Life in Holland Trade and Cultural Expo from October 23 to 25, 2025. Thank you very much for staying with us. We are coming live to you from the Bahima studio here at North Ridge. We're also live on DSTV channel 277 and all on our social media handles. Now let's get into our first story for this afternoon. Government has announced detailed plans for the state's funeral of the victims of the August 6 military helicopter crash, which will be held on Friday, August 15. Speaking at the press conference on Thursday, August 14, Deputy Chief of Staff in charge of operations, Stan Dogbe, said the ceremony will be a primary military service led by the Ghana Armed Forces and divided into 3 main parts. Metro News' Shadrach Odami Ejari was at the presser.
Ghana is set to conduct the final burial rite for the other 6 members who got involved in the August 6 helicopter crash after the burial of Minister Dr. Ibrahim Mutala Mohammed and Alhaji Limuna. Now, here at the Independence Square, preparations are underway. There will be 3 parts to the funeral program. We would have the pre-burial service, during which period some tributes will be read. We would have Quran recitations during that period. And the second part would be the main funeral and burial service. The pre-burial will start from 7:30 a.m. and would continue to 9 a.m. We expect Her Excellency the Vice President to arrive at the funeral grounds at 8:50 a.m. in the morning, and that will be followed by His Excellency the President at 9 a.m. where the state service will then begin. The service is programmed to last for approximately 3 hours, during which period we would take the biographies of the departed 8 colleagues, parents, siblings, and colleagues. After the biographies, we'll take tributes from the widows and then also tributes from the children. There will be other tributes that would be read by some senior government officials. All institutional tributes from the various institutions that our departed comrades work with or associated with will be read during the pre-burial period before 9 o'clock. After the service, the bodies of the 6 that are yet to be buried would be conveyed to the military cemetery at Chado for burial. And there as well, the Ghana Armed Forces, together with the churches of the 6 departed comrades,
would take charge of the burial ceremony at the military cemetery. Because of the rather large number of people that will be expected tomorrow, a number of measures have been taken to ensure that we have a very solemn ceremony. So for the media that is here, you would have seen the ongoing setup. We are trying our best to provide as many chairs as we can to accommodate the thousands of people that we expect to join the various families and the government officials here for the service. We are going to label the various canopies appropriately to accommodate those who will be coming. We entreat the public who would want to join us for the service to arrive early and collaborate with the protocol and security officials on ground to assist them to sit. We do not expect people to be crisscrossing the inner perimeter before and during the service. The inner perimeter is going to be locked out to mourners, and the mourners are expected to remain under the canopies for the service.
At a press conference, the Ghana Armed Forces outlined their duty ahead and during the final funeral rite of these persons.
The service will essentially be military in nature. The Ghana Armed Forces has the responsibility of moving our fallen heroes from the morgue to the blaster square and then to the military cemetery after the funeral service. The service will be led by the chaplaincy of the Ghana Armed Forces. That does not mean that only ministers, pastors and imams from the armed forces will be in charge. We would be supported by some of our civilian colleagues, but in essence, it will be a military service. After the service, like I indicated, we'll proceed to the military cemetery. We can all understand that burying 6 fallen heroes at the same time is not the same as burying just one person. And so there would be some unique arrangements and innovations at the cemetery to ensure that our fallen heroes are accorded the highest state respects possible. Please, would like to plead with all of us that both here and at the cemetery, let us follow directions so we can have some order. We will not want a situation where people will be walking in places that they are not expected to be in. Please let us all at all times ensure the highest form of discipline.
The Ghana Police Service also gave details on their role when it comes to traffic regulation and control in and around the perimeters of the funeral grounds.
From this afternoon through the night and through tomorrow, the aim is to ensure that there is free flow of traffic in terms of mourners, family members, and all that have everything to do with this occasion. In light of this, there are certain roles that are going to be managed. So from tomorrow morning at about 5 a.m., traffic police officers will be deployed to manage traffic that are coming from Laboni and Osu through the Independence Square to the Central Business District. what is it is that we will ensure that there is no congestion. And so as and when we view and see that traffic is compounding, certain traffic diversions have been made to deliver these traffic services to routine commuters and residents around Independence Square. Those on La Road, when the road is blocked, will be diverted onto the Oxford Street. Those who are on Local Street joining Castle Road to come to the Independence Square, to the ministries or Makola or through to Jamestown, among others, if the area is choked, will be diverted onto the castle to Independence Avenue through National Theatre onward to Kimbu. The same applies to our routine road users from Jamestown on the Professor John Evans at Mills High Street. If they are not coming to monitor that and the traffic is choked, we will assist them and divert them onto the Liberia Road from the SEPS headquarters through to Ministry's traffic light to National Theatre. There are so many roads that are there for them to also access the city and their various destinations. Again, those that are from Kimbu who want to just traverse the Independence Square and if the place is choked, traffic police officers and equipment are on hand at Ministry traffic lights to assist them and divert them onto the Independence Avenue again. What is that we have designated a lot of car parks to serve mourners and all that has everything to do with this event. We have one of the biggest car park reserve prepared with police officers going to be deployed at the great car park on my left outside this Black Star Square. Again, we have enough parking space for dignitaries that are designated as VIP and VVIPs, among others, behind this arch. We have enough space to also accommodate them. We have car parks around the stadium. We have some at Access Car Park. We have also some at the frontage of the State House. If there is even a spillover, we have secured a Sutherland area to support this service. Again, we are deploying a lot of recovery trucks and towing vehicles so that vehicle or drivers who will leave or abandon or get their vehicle broken down, that will lead to obstruction and unnecessary congestion. Such services will be delivered and such vehicles will be moved to our Kimbu, to our to-do office at the Central Business District, Central MTTU, for collection. We've also put in place measures to collaborate with our counterparts in the military to deliver traffic services on the Bush Road at where we have the military cemetery. We have enough car park to accommodate those who will be coming, and police officers will be on hand. It is clear that on such occasion, we need a lot of police deployment to saturate and to be ready to partner and assist to direct, control, and park vehicles so that there will not be obstruction and congestion because tomorrow is also a working day for those public servants who are working in this ministry enclave and who will have to access this area, and then other routine road users who also patronage the CBD and crisscross the Accra city using the 28th February Road and Professor John Evans Atamils High Street, and also Barnes Road and Liberia Road and Cassie Road.
We would need the cooperation of all who would be joining us at the Black Star Square tomorrow. If you want to come and mourn with us, come and mourn with us and help us to have a very solemn ceremony. We promise that for those who will be watching from home and from the various parts of the country and the world, we'll bring you the best of live TV production, the best of live radio production from the various media houses for you to follow the program here in real time. And my colleague media houses, let's put up our best and help in giving a befitting burial to our comrades. The last information is that I'm directed by the Chief of Staff to announce that a number of companies and individuals have made some donations of items, water, drinks, floral tissue, and other things to the government for this funeral. And he has directed that all those items should be delivered to the 8 families. So right from this morning, we're beginning the distribution of the items that we've received from a number of companies: Guinness Ghana Limited, Ghana Water Company Limited, Vena, Casapreco, Ghana Limited, Twellings, Ghana Limited, Floral Tissue, and others. We'll be handing them over equally to the 8 families.
The Ghana Police Service has disclosed that some selected roads will be temporarily closed to ensure public safety and smooth traffic management during the interdenominational and interfaith states funeral for the victims of the recent military helicopter crash. Let's now get on our screens to see what exactly they have been saying now. Temporary closure of some public roads and traffic diversions during the state's funeral for helicopter crash victims. Now, the Ghana Police Service wishes to inform the general public that in order to ensure the public safety and smooth traffic management during the interdenominational and interfaith state funeral for the victims of the recent military helicopter crash scheduled to take place at the Independence Square on Friday, 15 August 2025. Selected roads will be temporarily closed and traffic diversions will be implemented as follows. Now, road closure. The roads designated to close the vicinity of the event include 28th of February Road from the SEPS traffic light intersection, so Castle Road Junction. Also Cemetery traffic light on the local street. Now, Castle Road from AU to Osu Cemetery traffic light, and also Starlet 91 Road will be closed at the Ministry's traffic light intersection. Now, traffic diversion. Motorists are therefore requested to note the following diversions. Traffic from Laboni and Osu on the 28th February Road towards the Accra Central Business District and the Ministries will be diverted onto the Salem Avenue Road at the Castle traffic light to link up with the Oxford Street. Now, motorists from the local streets Osu towards the Castle Road should use Ajumaku Street and Oxford Street in Osu. Traffic from the John Evans Atamils High Street towards Black Star Square shall be diverted onto the Liberia Road at the SEPS traffic intersection towards the National Theatre traffic light intersection. Now, traffic from AU Circle towards the Castle Road through Osu Cemetery traffic light shall be diverted onto the Abdul Diop and King Hassan roads to link with Abdul Nasser Road in front of the Ghana Institute of Journalism area. Now, approved vehicle parking stickers. Vehicles with approved windscreen fixed entry stickers, that is red with the VWIP inscription, only will be allowed to enter the Black Star Square Arena and Park. Now, car parks. The following areas have been earmarked for car parking at the events: VIP Black Star Square, the forecourt of the State House, the International Conference Center, Access Bank Car Park, the Osu Cemetery Car Park, the Accra Sports Stadium Car Park, the Ministries areas, Ministry of Food and Agriculture Car Park, Marine Drive Football Park, Ifua Sunderland Car Park. Now, towing and recovery of vehicles. No vehicle would be allowed to park at unauthorized places or drive through these roads blockages. Security vehicles and vehicles carrying dignitaries would be allowed after thorough checks. The traffic police officers would be at hand to direct and assist motorists to the appropriate car parks and diverted roads. Towing or recovery trucks would be available to tow off any abandoned, disabled, wrongly parked vehicles in and around event grounds. Now, motorists are further advised to take note of these arrangements and plan alternative routes before embarking on their journey. The general public, especially motorists, are once again urged to cooperate with the police and other security agencies to ensure effective traffic management and control. And now, government has actually announced plans for the funeral that will be held tomorrow. And our presidential correspondent, Shadrach Odame Jari, is here with me. And we are going to speak to him to find out a few things. First of all, Shadrach, what are we to expect tomorrow?
So, like we've seen in other state funerals, high security. So we have various security services from the Ghana Police, Ghana Armed Forces, Immigration Fire Service, and other state security agencies coming together to beef up security. But like the Deputy Chief of Staff Operations said, it is going to be more of a military-themed funeral. So they are handling everything. So when you check our earlier shots, you see how the rehearsals are going, trying to coordinate from car parking to choristers, to instrumentals, to how the coffins or caskets are going to be laid and how they are brought in and taken out. Also, tomorrow we are going to have an array of guests, international and local guests, from members of parliament, from officials of the Ghana Armed Forces, higher hierarchy, and then people who have worked with these fallen soldiers. We are also going to see some ministers, colleague ministers, and then internationally from the various countries, there are reps already. We have seen the likes of Julius Maada Bio, president for Sierra Leone, who has been around trying to commiserating with Ghana, and President John Dramani Mahama. We've also seen the president of Sao Tome also around commiserating with Ghanaians, and we are going to see more from this evening ahead of tomorrow. So tomorrow there are going to be tickets, when I say tickets, proper detailing or demarcation, where we get to see where who is sitting and who is doing what. But like, again, reiterating what Stan said, it is going to start very early in the morning by 7 or 8 a.m., which is touted to last for maybe 3 or 4 hours. So mostly or roughly by midday or getting into main afternoon, the whole program should be done.
Very well noted, Shadrach. But I would also want to find out from you, how is the president recovering back in office? How is his demeanor?
Right. For the presidency or for the Jubilee House, tools are down. Tools are down as in no work is going on because this is mourning for Ghana and everyone is already in tears. For the president, I mean, working with him, this is one of the times I have seen him so broken. I mean, when you check him physique-wise, you can see that this man has lost weight and always with heavy eyes. So he's mostly indoors anyway. That is how come now you have people paying courtesy calls on him. But it's been quite a sober moment, or a very sober moment with tears or cloudy faces everywhere. People, you would barely see smiles on people's faces. On a normal day, it's usually hugs, cheers, laughter, great conversations, or good conversations with all the smiles. Now it's become more like luxury. People can barely afford that because it's actually a black time for the nation. So for the president, this is a great loss. For the country, this is actually a red and black paint on us. So everyone is in tears trying to put themselves together ahead of tomorrow's event.
Right, but we also know a delegation went to visit the president in regards to the Asante Himen's passing. What's her preparations towards that as well?
Right, so for the Asante Himen's passing, we all know it came in just when the demise of this or the crash happened. And you know, with the royal funerals and then the detailing are not really outright, or they are not put out straight. Usually it is put out in steps. Even when the public were aware of her demise, it had to go through a process before subsequently we got the official notice from the palace. So just like the announcement went through the process, the detailing of the funeral is also going to go through some process. So even though they may have paid a courtesy call on the president, subsequent details or the full details will be coming in subsequently, and we are going to feed our viewers on that. Yes, but yes, they've paid a courtesy call, and I'm sure once we are done with giving the final rest to the other 6, because we've done the 2 who were Muslims already, Dr. Ibrahim Mutala Mohammed and then Alhaji Limona. They are Muslims, so their funeral rites have been done, and then they were also laid to rest finally at the military cemetery. So the same final rest place will be given to
the 6
tomorrow.
Right.
They are going to go through the same. But for the Asante Hima, if you ask, we will be bringing viewers up to speed on the very details regarding preparations ahead of the funeral and then during the funeral.
Okay, so after tomorrow, what's next?
So after tomorrow, we'll still just like with the Asante Hima's funeral, the Jubilee House will keep viewers abreast, and I mean trust us to give our viewers the very detail of everything. Because yes, they are gone already. People have been put in charge of their various the 2 ministers' ministries, and like Stan also mentioned, donations have come in, but these donations have been directed by per direction from the Chief of Staff and by extension the President. They are all supposed to be shared to the 8 families of these people. So it has started. But after the funeral, anything that comes up, we will be bringing our viewers up to speed. Okay,
what are some dignitaries we are expecting tomorrow to attend the funeral?
Well, like I mentioned early on, we'll see presidents or state representation from our sister countries who have started coming in already. I have seen the president of Sao Tome. I saw Suriname. I've seen, we were with Julius Maada Bio, president for Sierra Leone, and a host of others that will be coming in. We've also seen delegations from the various high commissions and the embassies. So they are foreign nationals or international community coming in to commiserate with us. But then also from here, we'll see religious leaders, we'll see ministers, we'll see MPs, we will see colleagues who are working with these people at the various ministries, we'll see the rank and file of the Ghana Armed Forces and other officers who will be playing different roles here.
Okay, thank you very much, Shadrach. We will engage you again when we need more details regarding to this and more. Okay, now let's head on to other stories. The majority caucus in Parliament says the NPP's decision not to contest the Tamale Central seat in the upcoming by-election is a political game, citing Ablekuma not run as an example where their candidate contested despite the party's withdrawal. The majority MPs maintained that the NPP cannot be trusted, urging residents of both Ekwetia and Tamale Central to reject them when they show up for the by-elections. Jeffrey Mauto Atipo has more.
The New Patriotic Party's decision to abstain from the upcoming Tamale Central by-election following the sudden demise of now the former Member of Parliament, Dr. Ibrahim Murtala Mohammed, has generated conversations across board, as many believe the NDC should also withdraw from the Akwitia by-election to honor the departed souls. However, the Member of Parliament for Kintampo North, Joseph Kuma, noted the decision by the NPP is an attempt to deceive the public, as witnessed in the recently held Ablekuma North rerun.
They said Ablekuma North they were not going to contest. But last minute, what happened? So for me, if they say Tamale Central they won't contest, I don't want to believe them until the D-Day. Aside that, figures have it that our late brother Murtala, because of his nature, his love, his people voted massively for him and the NDC and His Excellency John Dramani Mahama. And I'm understanding the figures he got. He got about 75% of the votes, politically and strategically. If even you are contesting this place, are you just merely contesting or you just want a representation? So for anybody to say that it is a sympathy that they are showing the NDC, no, we are all faster than one another.
Joseph Kuma explained the importance of electing members of parliament in both internal and general elections.
You tend to know the law. You are forced to say things, or you are to be able to lobby for them to know your lobbying skills by way of how your demeanor. Are you able to represent them as a good linguist of that place? By your persona, your interaction with the people. Are you somebody who likes people? And that is why contests at that level has been and will always be important.
The Member of Parliament for Adan and First Deputy Majority Whip, Comfort Doyo Kujo, stressed that the NPP's decision is a trick, urging residents of the Akwitia and Tamale Central constituencies to shun their candidates if they present any for the by-election.
They have also done their calculation and they have found out that Tamale Central will not help them and they are withdrawing from it. They should do so in peace, but they shouldn't tell us what to do. We were here when they told us that they are withdrawing from Ablekuma North, not knowing they were just tricking us. And before we could say Jack, their candidates and their national executives were on the ground seriously campaigning for their candidate. So they can't trick us with Tamale Central and then ask us to withdraw from Akwetia before we could say Jack. They will contest Tamale Central and
Patriotic Party, Justin Frimpong Kodria, has condemned disturbing social media commentary by individuals linked to the party following the recent Z9 military helicopter crash. Speaking during a visit to the national headquarters of the National Democratic Congress, Mr. Kodria criticized comments made by TikTok users believed to be affiliated with the NPP, describing them as unfortunate and condemnable, and unrepresentative of the party's values.
NDC, on behalf of the New Patriotic Party, and more so the team that came with me to this office, we are overwhelmed with the warm reception to our team. I think this is the first time New Patriotic Party has come to your office, and it's rather unfortunate that we didn't come at a good time. But it should also mark the beginning of a friendly and cordial relationship between the NDC and then the New Patriotic Party. As my uncle, I always refer to Chairman as my uncle, and he also refers to me as my nephew. And it shows the respect and love I have for him, and he also has for me. And after today, maybe also looking forward to coming here and also NDC coming to our office, not to be with us, but to discuss even matters of mutual benefit to all of us. And Chairman, as you rightly said, it cut across. We are friends, we are brothers, we are sisters from both divides. And it is important that we continue to maintain the unity and stability in this country. And Chairman, I want to state on record that for us, as you indicate, our decision not to contest Tamale Central is not about whether we will win or we lose, but it's a matter of principle, and we've done it before, even at Abuakwa North, when we lost our MP, JB Dankwa. For Ejisu, it was political strategy, so at least they knew they were not going to be, but they wanted to hide behind the independent candidate. That's why my uncle didn't contest.
Now, the Deputy General Secretary of the New Patriotic Party, Haruna Mohammed, has accused the current NDC administration of setting a bad precedent for the nation with the arrest of 3 social media users who are sympathizers of the NPP, Fanti Comedy, AY, and Sir Obama Pukwasi. He said this in an interview on Metro TV News Night in response to the recent happenings.
The NDC is setting a bad precedent for our nation. And tomorrow, when it is happening differently, I believe the civil society who are quiet today, the clergy who are quiet today, the political high class who thinks that today it is favoring them, they should go ahead and do what they are doing. We have been in this country. The national chairman of the NDC came and talked about how people have been sacrificed. We are in this country. The national communication officer of the NDC, they were all about on demonstration, high-ranking NDC officials, then in opposition. They were there singing, they were saying it openly. Nobody. Do you think that there were no security in this country? We are not encouraging people to say things that orderly does not work well for our country. But there must be equity. There must be justice. That is what we're looking for. They will end up by locking up everybody. But they should not forget that nobody is going to stay in the cell.
Now, away from that, the Ghana Journalists Association has urged the Chief of Defense Staff, Lieutenant General William Ejapon, to provide regular and transparent updates on the tragic helicopter crash that claimed the lives of 8 individuals, including the Minister of Defense. During a courtesy call and condolence visit, GJA President Albert Jumfor emphasized that periodic briefings would help dispel public doubts and ensure clarity surrounding the incident. In addition, Mr. Jumfor called for an end to assaults on journalists, particularly those perpetrated by the members of the Ghana Armed Forces.
This is a country where misinformation, disinformation thrive. This is a country where fake news, if we don't take care, can compromise or contaminate the minds and hearts of people. We don't need to sit and allow speculations to ruin the minds and hearts of people before we come out with the fact. I believe that periodic and constant briefing in this regard will help clear some doubts. Even when there's no update, just giving or informing the public that investigation is ongoing and that the public should disregard any information in the media or in the public space until you come out with your update. That alone can serve as information. And so we urge that it's been a week, we are still yet to hear from the Ghana Armed Forces, that's the military command, and we hope that this meeting will offer you the opportunity and the platform to update the good people of this country on where you have gotten to in terms of investigation. Again, just not so long before we were hit by the tragic event and unfortunate incident, there was an issue, a pending issue, that involved your men in uniform assaulting some journalists or reporters of the multimedia. Mr. the Chief of Defense Staff, respectfully and humbly, this issue is becoming unbecoming, and if we don't deal with it head on, it's going to get out of hand.
We are now turning our attention to other matters. The Ablekuma Central Municipal Assembly, in partnership with the Abosuokai Spare Parts Dealers Association and the Ghana Prison Service, has conducted a significant cleanup initiative within the municipality. This initiative is designed to enhance environmental cleanliness in the region. The Assembly has pledged to implement punitive actions against individuals and businesses that do not comply with the cleanup efforts.
Perhaps this is one of the largest cleanup initiatives that the entire Kanishi spare parts market has experienced, with dealers adhering to the directive from the Ablekuma Central Municipal Assembly for business owners to temporarily close their shops for a comprehensive cleaning effort. In collaboration with the spare parts dealers, the Ablekuma Central Assembly undertook the cleaning of clogged gutters that had been neglected for several months, resulting in flooding during heavy rainfall.
Getting ready to celebrate Homowo is one of the programs that we have put in place so that we can clean Abosuokai, which is a traditional area for Ghans. You look at the tipper trucks that we are using here, it has gone more than 5-6 times. Just one center. It means the problem is serious. So we urge everybody to take our surroundings as a very serious thing, so that we don't dispose garbage anyhow. You have a container that you put your dustbin. When the tricycles come, then you dispose it off by putting it, and then it comes at a huge cost to us as well. So we urge the public to be responsible.
As shop owners, as residents, enough of the dumping of refuse into the gutters. Enough of when I drink water, I just leave it. The air will blow it into the gutters. It will affect us. It will not affect the people at the top. Because if you watch, this is the area that we have. We do business and then we live here. So we beg them. Going forward, we beg them. The dumping of the rubbish into the gutter is too much.
Gifty Lovelock Fianu, the General Secretary for the Abosuokai Spare Part Dealers Association, characterized the initiative as a significant relief.
Everybody should have a way of disposing his bola, because the assembly informs us that they will bring sama once again. So if you have bola in your home, you don't dispose it, they will stammer you. The association, we have a lot of dustbin. We will put more around so that people will be putting their bola into the dustbin.
Several spare part dealers characterize the exercise as unique, marking the most significant trading event the Bustling Center has experienced in years.
Oh, I admire my idea. Fine, pa. Na Niemunze, Fisa, Minister by Ambi must be my consider.
The bet me so, they are young gas swore. Bet me a monitor. Dustbin. Bet me
MC Ablekuma Central Frank Nkansa pledged to implement punitive actions against individuals and businesses that do not participate in its quarterly initiative aimed at maintaining a clean environment.
We are going to put punitive measures. We will put penalties where we see people
taking our cleanup exercise in granted, we'll make sure that we penalize them.
The assembly intends to implement routine sanitation initiatives and involve stakeholders to foster a culture of cleanliness. This initiative encompasses the inspection of residences and commercial establishments to verify adherence to sanitation regulations.
Now, government has been urged to avoid introducing policies that could stifle local businesses and also urge the government to be transparent in management of the D-levy. Prophet John Anochi of the Worldwide Ministry was speaking at an event in Accra, and we'll bring you details of that later in our bulletin. This is where we wrap up on the news updates on Good Afternoon Ghana. My name is Helen Nanyewejan. We are going for a break, and when we come back, my senior colleague Kwesi Efiye will get you into Business Edge. Do stay.
Whether you're a wholesaler, retailer, or consumer, MNC Logistics and Trading is your trusted partner in minerals and food commodities trading. Experience the difference with MNC Logistics and Trading for your commodities trading. We operate a well-equipped laboratory that smelts and assays gold to ensure transparent, credible, and reliable minerals transactions. Our general food commodity market deals with imports and exports of food products such as rice, sugar, and grains. We pride ourselves on delivering products that meet the highest standards of quality and taste. With our expertise in international trading and logistics, we bridge customers far and wide. Locate us at number 4 Neosai Interfo Avenue, East Legon, Accra. Call us on 030-299-8246 or visit our website www.mnclogisticsandtrading.com. MNC Logistics and Trading, hub of confidence.
I'm here at Mycom JA Limited to show you the Promethean Active Panel, the ultimate tool for corporate institutions, hospitals, schools, and your home. With its crystal clear 4K display and an unbreakable screen with an ultra responsive touch technology, this isn't just a screen, it's a game changer. For corporate institutions and in schools, this active panel can be used for Zoom meetings and PowerPoint presentations. And oh, your homes are not left behind. You can use it to watch all your favorite programs by just connecting to a Fire Stick, and you can get access to channels like Netflix and Amazon, and voila, you are in there. At Mycom JA Limited, we provide you with the best quality products from the United States of America with 1-year warranty. You can get an active panel at a discounted price of 18,000 Ghana cedi only, and it comes with a Fire Stick, a webcam, and a micro system. You can locate us at Chado Container behind the Trade Fair. Visit Mycom JA Limited today and elevate your tech.
Wezalo Amarab. Yes.
Ghana Tourism Authority welcomes you to the 2025 African Marketing and Technology Conference.
From digital storytelling to destination marketing, welcome to Ghana, the gateway to Africa.
Come here and build high-valued network. And of course, you build this network with great industry leaders.
We can't wait to host you. From our immersive cultural experiences to the plethora of our sun, our beaches, our gastronomy. Woo!
We are asking all of you to come network at this beautiful event that will actually teach you the real value of marketing to tourism.
Yes, the Aquaba Night. Come and experience our rich heritage. Come and dance to the beat and rhythm of our music and culture. This is Ghana Tourism Authority.
His Excellency John Dramani Mahama,
President of the Republic of Ghana and Commander-in-Chief of the Ghana Armed Forces, together with Her Excellency Nana Jane Opoku-Agyeman, Vice President, the government and the people of Ghana and the families of the departed, announced with deep sorrow the passing of 8 distinguished Ghanaians. A state funeral will be held in their honor on Friday, 15th August 2025. The time is 8 a.m. and the venue is Blaster Square. All are cordially invited to join in paying final respect to the departed. May their souls rest in perfect peace.
Some loves are born in the blink of an eye, and they kill your soul in a flash. Televisa presents You Are the One. Angela dreams of keeping her promise to be a great doctor and help her people. To Alvaro, ambition is stronger than his dream, and this greed will lead him to commit the worst betrayal to the woman he loves, turning all her dreams into painful disappointments and dangerous consequences.
Llevo horas esperando que me contestes, Álvaro. No he sabido nada de ti, te mandé muchos mensajes y no me contestas.
Ya te saliste de la terminal.
Tal de pagar y poderme salir de esto.
Con estas fotos vamos a vender muy, pero muy bien a nuestra minita de oro.
¿Buscas novio? ¿Estás bien?
Televisa presents You Are the One. Alejandra Robles Gil, Brandon Peniche, Danilo Carrera, Bárbara Islas, Ernesto Laguardia, and a great cast.
And right, it's exactly time for Business Edge on Good Afternoon Ghana, and we are coming your way live from our studios here at Rage in Accra. Remember that just gone by is the news segment of the show for the afternoon. The rest will be purely business, and this hour will take you straight to the country of Kenya. We have the Jospon Executive Director there who is participating in a conference. We'll be bringing you snippets of that conference, and then we'll actually have an interview to see what exactly the conference is about. We'll be asking the details of how the transformation of Africa is going on across the countries within the African continent. The things that we do here, how they are being transcended into other countries in Africa, especially in the area of sanitation and cleanliness and every other business as well. There is a lot of activities that are going on within the space. And so there is transference of knowledge, there is application of activities happening in other jurisdictions, and there is a convergence of ideas, policies, programs from different countries happening together at the Devolution conference as regards governance, especially governance. And so we'll be going into that. We have our executive chairman, the executive chairman of the Jospon Group, who is participating in the conference, speaking in some sessions and some of the plenary sessions. So we'll be bringing you that. And then right after that, there is a trade expo which will be happening in Holland. And we'll be bringing you an interview also on that as well. It is important because there are too many areas of the macroeconomic growth, the microeconomic growth that has to do with the performance of economic development in other countries. And that's how come we have chambers and trade unions and trade organizations like the American Chamber of Commerce or the American Ghana Chamber of Commerce, the European Ghana Chamber of Commerce, the Netherlands-Ghana Chamber of Commerce. All of these institutions are supposed to come together and build the businesses around our dear country, Ghana, and how we can learn from the best practices in other countries that have done it and done it well. And so this trade expo that will be happening in the Netherlands is very important to us as a country. We would have a lot of businessmen going on to the country to learn and to participate, share ideas with businesses, especially in the area of agriculture and so on and so forth. We'll be looking at the details of that. So this afternoon is for you. If you're a businessman, if you are in the trade industry, if you are within the import and export industry, the shipment industry, this afternoon is for you. If you are in the governance and sanitation industry as well, this afternoon is right for you. So you want to stick and stay with us for the show. It is called The Business Edge, and it is live with me, Kwesi Free, here on Metro TV. It is on every Tuesday, every Thursday. What we'll begin the show with is how the city is performing against the major trading currencies. And so we'll see as it is against the US dollar. So as of this afternoon, and of course, as of the close of business yesterday, the dollar or the US or the Ghana cedi itself is buying for 10.7452, and then it is selling for 10.7560. That's how it is. It's appreciated quite a bit. It has appreciated quite a bit, but it is still instructive to note that it is within the range and space of what businessmen and, of course, everybody within the industry has been clamoring for. More importantly, we still want it to be stable because it is used for projections, especially those people who do importation on mass or exportation on the mass level. And so it is good if it is stable at one point so that you can project within a business space of about 3 months, 6 months, or a year. But it is still good. It is still very good. 10.7452 for buying and then selling for 10.7560. Let's see how the euro is also going for, or the British pound sterling is also going for. So the euro is going for 12.5856 Ghana cedis, and it is also going for 12.59. It is selling for 12.5969. That's approximately 12.6. So it is selling for buying for 12.6 approximately, and then selling also for 12.6 approximately. Maybe subsequently what we'll try to do is to get to how it is performing also on the black market. Lots of people even in Parliament, it has occurred there that yes, the Bank of Ghana is quoting these figures for us daily, and it is very good for information purposes and for enforcement purposes. And so the commercial banks are required to comply by this. Some of the commercial banks, you may have very slight differences anyway, but this is the actual exchange rate. But what we'll try and do maybe subsequently will be to see what some of the people are saying, that the Bank of Ghana has a rate, but the Abuchi has the dollar. Let's now see how the British pound sterling is also performing. So the British pound sterling is going for 14.5791 Ghana cedis. That's approximately 14.6, and then selling for 14.5948. 14.5948. That's the British pound sterling. And so if you go into the market, these are the rates that you are going to get for the major currencies that, of course, here in Ghana, we regularly trade in. And so that's the performance of the city against the major trading currencies. We'll come back to the studio now. And I told you about a Devolution conference, and that's happening in the heart of Kenya. I'll try a bit to let you know what is happening via the script I have here. So it says that around 10,000 people, these are key stakeholders in the Devolution conference. And when we talk about devolution, we are talking about governance and decentralization, taking the governance to the very low level. Those of you, especially the economists, who are concerned with governance and policy making, there are lots of theories, some of which concur with the down-up approach. Others look at the top-down approach. So this conference is considering how the very local level, very local players, like if you come to Ghana here, the assemblymen, the municipal chief executives, the local assemblies, the unit committees, the unions, the youth groups that have been formed can be used to implement or to formulate and implement policies of government. So how integral they can be in governance in the country. So this is what it's saying, that there are about 10,000 of these delegates who have converged at the Lakeside County in Kenya, heralding 4 days of intense national dialogue centered on the theme, first of all, inclusion, equity, and social justice in development and service delivery. Now, as Kenya's devolution journey enters its 12th year, so this conference has been going on for 12 good years, and this is the 12th year. The conference represents a pivotal moment of assessment and recalibration. Now, this is where we are interested, and this is where we come in. We all know how Jospon Group has been involved in the policy implementation, especially in the area of sanitation and coastal development here in Ghana. We all know, we can mention lots of companies under the Jospon Group of companies, Zoom Lion, Zoom Park, how they have been able to modernize the transformation of waste into, for example, agricultural products, into fertilizers, into all of these. If you go to the seashore now, how we used to have this very bad taste of people doing their own thing on the shores of the sea, Jospon, through its activities and getting in the space of governance policy implementation, has been able to do lots of transformations. That is how the program in Kenya has found the leader or the executive director of Jospon very relevant in all of these discussions and has invited him. So Mr. Japon has been speaking and emphasizing some points. We want to take a listen to that video. When we are done, we'll come back here into the country to speak to the lead coordinator of Jospon Emerging Leaders, Jospon Next Gen, and ask her a few questions on this. So let's see if we can have the video.
Your Excellency, the President of the Republic of Kenya, Dr. William Samuel Ruto, and Commander-in-Chief of the Defense Forces, permit me to stand on the existing protocols. I bring you warm greetings from His Excellency John Dramani Mahama, President of the Republic of Ghana, and from the entire Jospon Group of companies. In the spirit of friendship, we say Hamo Jambo. It is a joy to be in Homa Bay, a land of beauty, rich culture, and unmatched energy of its people. The Jospon journey began in April 2024, when His Excellency Dr. William Ruto has visited Ghana on a state visit, and accompanied by a former President, Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo, visited the Jospon booth when it was an exhibition. And when we explained the integrated waste management system, how it operates, His Excellency President Ruto got interested, invited us to Kenya, and then he asked the Prime Cabinet Secretary to visit our plant. It then evolved to bring about 15 county governors to Ghana to come and visit our plant. I stand here not only as a business leader, but as an African providing African solutions to African waste challenging problems. With over 25 years of experience in waste management, the vision confront of Africa's most urgent challenges. The mounting waste crisis, driven by rapid urbanization, rising incomes, and changing lifestyles. In Ghana, we have built resilient African-tailored waste treatment systems, tackling waste, creating dignified jobs, and delivering climate solutions, one plant at a time. Your Excellency, today in Ghana, we have about 36 plants transforming landscape of Kenya, transforming landscape of waste management. And I would think that Kenya also can harness this potential. Kenya, with a population of 57 million, generates 28,000 of waste daily. And we humbly want to plead that, Your Excellency, we will cluster these counties into regional clusters, and so that about 5 counties can use this integrated waste park. Your Excellency, it might interest you to know that about 52,000 jobs can be created in a year through this kind of treatment plant. 30,000 jobs will be created from the collection of the waste, transporting, and then sweeping. 21,000 jobs will be created by the integrated waste management plant, and 1,800 will be created through the green jobs, data collection, monitoring, and validation of the carbon market. This year's theme for the People for Prosperity, that's the Devolution 2025, is inclusion and social justice. It's more than a slogan. It is a call for action to put people at the center to ensure that progress is fair, inclusive, and transformative. The African is capable of managing his own affairs. The mission goes beyond business and is about turning African waste crisis into a driver of jobs, climate action, prosperity. Together, Ghana and Kenya can build and sustain with waste management resources in the counties. There's nothing like waste. It's a misplaced resource. Just place it up and then you'll be able to recycle it. Today, I am confident that the next DEFCON 2027 will be able to talk about evidence of plant installed in all the counties. Your Excellency, kindly humbly permit me to watch a 1-minute video of the glimpse of how the equipment operates. Asante sana. Thank you.
Are expanding rapidly, alive with potential, yet burdened by a growing challenge. How do we manage waste sustainably as urbanization accelerates? At the Jospom Group of Companies, we have walked this path in Ghana. We have learned that real change begins on the ground.
The trucks comes in there and then offload the waste onto the bay. The wheel loader goes in there and scoop the waste from the receiving bay and then push it through to the apron feeder. The material flows through the shredder or the terminator. Then from there, it's also moved into another conveyor which runs through into what we call the trammel screen. There are human intervention whereby they try to sort out all the other materials that we need in terms of segregation of the waste.
Matured compost is bagged on site. This compost is excellent organic fertilizer for agriculture and horticulture. K-Cup can produce 3,000 bags of finished 50 kg compost daily. At the Plastics Recycling Center, the plastics undergo washing, shredding, extrusion, and pelletizing. The pellets are bagged and sold to plastics products manufacturers as raw material. Metals and paper are also further sorted by type and billed for customers in the metals and paper industries, respectively. This isn't just a plant. Behind these walls, we mine the black gold.
We came here as team governors. Purposely is because we want to, manage our solid waste. You were saying there is no more waste in terms of solid waste management. We are turning it to value.
The end result is not going to be something that is just county related. It is for every citizen, from your sewer problem that we have had to the waste problem that we have had, and most importantly, look at every single crisis that you have and how can you convert it into an opportunity. You convert an opportunity by creating jobs, by using the byproducts that are going to be coming up.
Today, with humility and hope, we bring those lessons, those systems, and that commitment to Kenya. Your Excellency, With our recycling and compost plant technology, tailored for the African environment, we are setting up composting and recycling plants that recover up to 80% of municipal solid waste. In addition, we are addressing one of the toughest sanitation challenges by establishing fecal sludge and liquid waste treatment facilities. These plants will become critical infrastructure in urban and peri-urban communities, protecting public health and the environment. These are not just projects for us, they are partnerships and a shared dream of turning waste into opportunity. But our proudest achievement isn't the technology or infrastructure, it's the relationships we are building. We've walked side by side with our Kenyan partners, sharing knowledge, building capacity, and investing in people. We extend our heartfelt gratitude to the President of Kenya, His Excellency President William Ruto, the Council of Governors, and the good people of Kenya for their unwavering support. We deeply value this collaboration that promotes development and strengthens the ties between our two great nations. Together with the people of Kenya, we are proving that African-led solutions can redefine the future of sustainability on our continent.
That's exactly an exciting show of what we've got here in Ghana on, should I say, on the international borders, but it is still beyond our country, Ghana, and so you can have it better. Just one group of companies is doing all of this in Ghana. I'm sure that we are seeking to extend the programs, the kind of leadership that's been exhibited and so on and so forth into other countries, including Kenya. But let me get on the line and speak to, on Zoom, and speak to Akosua Bosompima Amoakun, who is the lead coordinator, Jospon Emerging Leaders. Akosua, good afternoon. Thank you very much for joining me. Now, if you can hear me, let me begin with the program itself and the leaders that the program seeks to create. Since you are the lead coordinator for Jospon Emerging Leaders, how are we seeking, with all the things that Jospon Group has been doing in the country, impacting the young generation, creating jobs, setting up companies like this, and now entering different countries? There are a number of young people that have gathered at a conference where Chairman is speaking. Beyond what we've heard from Chairman, how is a group, including you, seeking to impact the young generation in Kenya? And I am to think that we are actually seeking to step a foot in Kenya in business. Akosua, if you can hear me, kindly unmute your mic and yes, please.
Yes, I can. Please, can you hear me?
Right, I can hear you now.
There's a little noise in my background. I'm currently at the pavilion.
Right, that's
so
fine.
There are visitors coming in and out.
That's fair enough.
There'll be some few distractions.
That's fair enough.
All right. So I think you asked about the use that the impact that fund is going to make in Kenya if we get here fully.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, and we've had a lot of interactions with some young people in here in Kenya, and everybody is excited because they have seen what we have done. They have seen our videos. They've come out to engage us, and they feel there are lots of jobs going to be created in here in Kenya. So from the beginning of the waste management process, that is collection of the waste through to the processing and even the end product, they have noticed that there's a lot that is in there when it comes to job creation, because here there's an issue of unemployment, huge, largely. It's funny, I had a conversation with a young gentleman who is a university student studying chemistry, and I asked what he's going to do afterwards. And he said, oh, I think I'll just set up a shop and sell something in there. He's not done with school, but he's already thinking of going. I know it's good to do entrepreneurship, but it feels like he's not really looking at how he's going to apply what he's learned. But we know within the Jospon Group, when it comes to the processing of the waste and all of that, it demands the use of sciences. We have a lot of science in the process. We have scientists on the various factories or plants that are really implementing what they learned in school. So they can see places that they can really apply what they are learning. Aside the jobs that we are creating, aside, they have issues with water as well. It's like they are competing between the Please, can I be heard? I feel there's a network block.
Yeah, I can hear you. I can hear you. I can hear you loud and clear.
Great, thank you.
Yes, very audible.
Yes. So when it comes to water, they have issues with water, or clean water, access to water. Although they have a lake here, they feel there are issues with water. So they have to compete with using the same water for the household things and industrial use, and also the other things. So we know that in Ghana, when we process our sewage, the end product, that water we get, the clean water that we get after processing everything, is used for watering, it's used for washing cars, it's used for other domestic use that is not consumed internally. So we see that even in a way, we are going to solve a little problem when it comes to the water issue. And we know we also do the water treatments.
Yes.
So there's a lot of things we are bringing, even with our interventions or innovations technically, when it comes to our process and the jobs we are going to create across. Here, I think the job creation is the ish. Already they know that they have a lot of waste management issues. People litter.
Yes.
People, they don't really have a lot of
28,000, according to the data provided by Chairman. I'm saying that according to the data provided by Chairman, 28,000 tons of waste produced daily in Kenya.
Yes. So they are very happy. You can see lots of people coming and out to our pavilion, and are just, even private people, they're even worried that it's only the government side. But we tell them that even in Ghana, we are partnering with other private people, so it is no new thing. Nobody is taking anything, but we're going to see a good collaboration, making sure that everyone else is benefiting.
But let me ask you: is this to confirm? Is this to confirm that Jospon is stepping foot in Kenya, and with the problems that have been outlined, 28,000 tons of waste produced daily, the number of jobs which they are looking for that can be created, the possibilities have been outlined. Are there tailor-made solutions already that are going to be implemented if the group is already stepping foot in the country, Kenya? Are there tailor-made solutions already planned to be implemented, and when?
As we see in Ghana, what we have done already in Ghana, we are replicating it in Kenya. That's the fullest answer I can give. We are replicating it in Kenya. So all the solutions we are giving in Ghana and more is going to be done in Kenya. What we also see in here is that there are also other technological advancements in Kenya. They also have, some are doing waste to energy. They are doing some few things, but on a lower scale. So everybody is coming to us to discuss how we can collaborate in helping have that solution for all of us. And so, yes, we are, and already we are in discussions with the county governors. You know that we had some county governors coming to Ghana to see our plans, see how everything is, so that it is not AI, it is not some videos that are set somewhere to entice people to do business with us. They came around to see what we are actually doing. After that, since we came here, we've seen a lot of county governors come here. In Ghana, we say region, we say regional ministers. They say county governors, and they are here back to back every second. You see them running in to talk to us about the interventions we can bring to their various counties. So, in fact, we already have it. It's what we have. We're just replicating what we have in Ghana, in Kenya.
Let me ask you my final question. This may necessarily be for Chairman, but since you are with him and you are showing the world the exploits being done here in Ghana, let me still ask you that you are stepping foot in Kenya. We hear the group may be stepping foot in lots of other countries as well. And is there a thought of reviewing the operations in Ghana? Because there are lots of things that happen. The leadership conference that happens here in Ghana, we are training lots of young people. Entrepreneurs are coming out of the group. A great impact on the Ghanaian economy. Now that the focus is maybe not shifting entirely, but looking at other areas, is there going to be a reduction in the focus or a review of the focus in Ghana here, or it is still the same and there is going to be an improvement? Let's know that we are hosting Jospon and we need to benefit more.
Yes, we are still in Ghana. We are working in Ghana. We have our Ghanaian workers here. What we have told the Kenyans, and we all know, is that we are empowering the lives of people as a vision or mission of Jospon Group. And we want to empower the lives of the Kenyans. So we know that even working in Ghana, everything is not done in Greater Accra as the head office.
Mm-hmm.
We know that when you go to Kumasi, we have people who are in Ashanti region, who have schooled, who are developed, empowered, and they are leading the regional charge. So that's how we are doing it in Kenya. We are not taking people from Ghana to Kenya, but we are taking young people, we are taking trained, skilled people in Kenya to do waste management in Kenya, led by Jospon Group of Companies. That is where the creating of employment, as I said, comes in. So we are not taking Ghana, we are taking our attention from Ghana to Kenya, no. Ghana, Kenya, working separately, functioning fully when everything is said and done. Ghana, Zoom Lion, Ghana, Jospon, Ghana, every subsidiary is still functioning. We are still on board. We are still the giants. No capping.
That's quite refreshing. That's some good news for us. So maybe we may keep it at that. So far as we are convinced that you are still keeping a greater foot here, but still extending the foot to other countries and not leaving Ghana, we are happy. We are happy that you can confirm that for us. But thank you very much.
I'm coming back to Ghana. I'm in Ghana.
We'll see you. We'll see you very soon. Thank you very much, and we wish you a very happy stay. You and the executive chairman of the group, a very happy stay at a fruitful conference as it is happening in Kenya. So what we have just explained to you or told you about, if you're watching us, is the Devolution conference which is going on about governance, about including the very local people, the assembly people, the units people in governance. And Akosua and chairman have been participating in this Devolution conference right in the heart of Kenya and sharing with the country how successful Jospon Group has been in the collection of waste and all waste activities, the development of coastal cities here in our country, Ghana. When I come back, I have another discussion, and I told you about the trade conference which is coming up. Stay with me, I'll be right back.
Whether you're a wholesaler, retailer, or consumer, MNC Logistics and Trading is your trusted partner in minerals and food commodities trading. Experience the difference with MNC Logistics and Trading for your commodities trading. We operate a well-equipped laboratory that smelts and assays gold to ensure transparent, credible, and reliable minerals transactions. Our general food commodity market deals with imports and exports of food products such as rice, sugar, and grains. We pride ourselves on delivering products that meet the highest standards of quality and taste. With our expertise in international trading and logistics, we bridge customers far and wide. Locate us at number 4 Neosai Interfo Avenue, East Legon, Accra. Call us on 030-299-8246 or visit our website www.mnclogisticsandtrading.com. MNC Logistics and Trading, hub of confidence.
I'm a brand manager. Of course, I accept only quality and affordable printed souvenirs for my promotional campaigns.
I'm the head of academic affairs of a very important institution in Ghana. Of course, we only deal with quality, reliable printing companies for our institution's printing materials. I'm talking about appointed time printing.
Appointed Time Printings. We take pride in our extensive print scope that transform your ideas into captivating visual masterpieces. We delve into the core objectives and vision of each print project. Precision printing is at the heart of our printing process as we meet your tight deadlines. Our rigorous inspection, color verification, and overall printing excellence are assured. 20 years of printing excellence. It's always a pleasure working with you to create a vibrant, dazzling printing experience that gives you a masterpiece. Appointed Time Printing, your world of quality and affordable printing.
We brought you the first 2 conferences, which were awesome. Great leadership ideas shared. On popular request, the third in the series of Women in Strategic Leadership Conference, put together by ASWAM and Tarragon, comes off on September 24 to 27 at the Plash Camp Chache Resort. Adan, come. Engage with astute women with great leadership ideas and skills on the conference theme, Women at the Helm, Driving Strategic Change. On the bill for this special conference are outstanding women such as Genevieve Pearl Duncan Obobi, banker, trainer, SME consultant, speaker and author. Miss AC Mills Robertson, Director of Inclusive Banking at Fidelity Bank Ghana, and Mrs. Augustina Atkinson Dadebo, Counseling Psychologist and Assistant Registrar, UPSA. Do call 059-205-2286 or 024-403-5731. Come and let's advance women in leadership while creating a supportive community as well as empower women in leadership.
Televisa presents You Are the One. Alejandra Robles Gil, Brandon Peniche, Danilo Carrera, Bárbara Islas, Ernesto Laguardia, and a great cast.
Welcome back from the break, and I told you about a trade conference which is coming up, and this is important for me because there are always dynamisms of trade in different countries, and there is the opportunity to learn, there is the opportunity to acquire knowledge, there is the opportunity to also transfer knowledge from here, opportunities in the areas of technology, in the areas of how we do our things and how other countries do our things. So you would see the American Chamber of Commerce, I mentioned early on. You would see the Ghana-Israeli Chamber of Commerce and so on and so forth. What we have here today is a cultural expo which is coming up in Netherlands. So people say Holland. I'm going to ask the people who are here who have been to the country many times, and they can tell us what exactly it is. So I have in the studio here to my extreme left, Peter Achu Doche, who is the head of Communications National Chamber of Commerce and Industry. National Chamber of Commerce and Industry. Peter, good afternoon, and thank you very much for joining us.
Good afternoon, brother.
I hope you're doing well.
I'm very fine.
And everything is going on fine.
Yes, as planned.
And I have Augustine Mark, also, who is the Chief Executive Officer of RAM Concepts. And we are told that they are the organizers, of course, in partnership with the National Chamber of Commerce and Industry. And you are different from the Ghana National Chamber of Commerce and Industry.
No, that is the Ghana National Chamber of Commerce
and Industry. So yours
is
the Ghana National Chamber of Commerce
yes.
and Industry. So we'll come to that. But Ram, let me ask you, what do you do? As for the chamber, well, maybe I'll still have to give you the opportunity, but we already know what you do. But the RAM Concepts, what do you do, Mark?
RAM, basically, we are into events. We specialize in trade expos, conferences. We also have the social side where we do social events for entertainment and all that. So basically, we are a consultancy into branding, promotion, and then marketing.
You have examples of programs that you have organized. I have an issue with some of the programs that we have in the country, and I think we are not doing too much when it comes to, because you mentioned Trade Expo, when it comes to having these kind of programs, Entrepreneur Expo, maybe Startup Expo, you would have just a couple who are bringing up these institutions or these young people. And I think that is the area we should go. We have AFTA here in the country, which is providing a platform and a market for the produce. But there is no increased advocacy for, if I want to do my small production somewhere, advocacy and platform for me to get connected to. So I'll come back to you, but let's see. I'm told you had a press conference this morning, and the head of diaspora at the Jubilee House was part of it, and the chief executive officer of the Ghana National Chamber of Commerce and Industry was also there. Let's just see a bit of what they said to us, and we'll come back and I'll come to that point and come to you as well, Peter. So let's see it.
Alone, Ghanaians abroad remitted over 4.7 billion US dollars and 6.4 billion respectively, a figure that actually exceeds the combined foreign direct investments, that's FDI, and official development assistance that Ghana received during the same period from the World Bank. This is a World Bank estimation. And even though our dollar is doing very well and quite a number of people don't want to send money back home, as of 2 weeks ago, we've recorded about $6.8 billion in terms of remittances from the diaspora. And if you look at the fact that US aid, for instance, have cut their aid of $150 million to this country, and if the diaspora is able to affect us without us being intentional, it tells you what the potential of the diaspora is if we intentionally engage them for social economic growth. Now, the Mahama-led administration sees you as co-creators of Ghana's transformation agenda. Our vision is to move beyond symbolic engagement to structured strategic partnership with clear pathways for diaspora participation in governance, entrepreneurship, diplomacy, and cultural exchange. Ladies and gentlemen, it is important to note that today's event is not just about drums, dance, food, and fashion, though these are very vital if you ask me. It is rather a platform to promote bilateral trade and investment. With Ghana's proximity to Europe and duty-free access that under the EU's Economic Partnership Agreement, EPA, this expo becomes a corridor for European investments in Ghana, Ghanaian agriculture, pharmaceuticals, ICT, and logistics. Ghanaian SMEs accessing niche European markets through export promotion and trade fairs, strengthening ties between Ghana Investment Promotion Center, the Diaspora Chambers of Commerce in Europe as well. It is also to advance cultural diplomacy. Culture is soft power. It is what shapes perceptions, attracts tourism, and influences global partnerships, as we saw with Year of Return in 2019, which brought over 1.1 million visitors. The Black Star experience is generating over 3 billion in economic impact looking forward. Now, this shows that Ghana's culture is actually an asset, and Ghana Fest is an extension of that global narrative, a movement to reaffirm our identity while building global cultural bridges. Nearly 70% of second-generation Ghanaians in Europe are between the ages of 15 and 35. Many of them have never lived in Ghana. Now, this expo allows us to nurture transnational identity, encouraging youth to contribute to the development of both their countries of birth and ancestral roots. With booths and exhibitions by Ghanaian entrepreneurs across sectors from organic skincare to digital finance, the expo is a canvas of innovation. It signifies or signals to Europe that made in Ghana means quality, sustainability, and creativity. Now, Ghana continues to be one of Africa's leading investment destinations, no doubt about that, with a very stable democracy, ranked second in West Africa in 2024 by the Mo Ibrahim Index. A growing middle class of over 11 million strong, strategic positioning as host of AFTA, a youthful population of over 58% under the age of 25, and a fast-developing digital infrastructure. As a country where
Give me, I have to put the mic on now. So that's Mr. Ochedakoda telling us about some of the data and statistics that we have here in the country. We are going to go back and listen to the Chief Executive Officer of the Ghana National Chamber of Commerce and Industry pretty shortly. But let me come to the studio for the discussion. Okay, well, I understand that the producer is on standby, so let me just have that and I'll come back.
including Ghana. And there is the opportunity and the need for us to look for other markets. Europe, and for that matter, Netherlands, have been a very good trade partner with Ghana. In fact, data from the Ghana Statistical Service indicates that about 28% of export of cocoa goes to the Netherlands. And our imports, about 15% of our imports from Europe comes from the Netherlands. And less than 5% of our exports to Europe goes to the Netherlands. So you go see the gap. Our Netherlands friends are here. We are importing more than we are exporting. And obviously it will create a gap and a trade deficit for us. And in the end, it will affect the strength of our currency. So this program is giving us opportunity to also assess the Netherlands market. So businesses who are here, I will encourage all of us to fully participate in this program. I would want us to look at how we can diversify our exports from the traditional products, from cocoa, from gold, and also from oil. In fact, about 80% of our exports are.
Right, so the chief executive sets the tone for us. I should have come to you, but let me still go to Augustine on the point I was raising. Chief actually mentions the statistics and the data, and the fact that we need to enter their market, we need to collaborate with them and so on and so on. But are we doing enough here in the country, first of all, to go outside?
No.
What do we do then as a country?
Sometimes there's lack of resources, and there's lack of direction. Networking is also lacking. So when you want to get out of the boundaries of this country, it becomes difficult. Difficult in the sense that you don't know where to go, who to contact, or who should play a kind of role that you want to achieve your result. So these are the main points that are making a lot of people not to try to step out.
And let me come to you, Peter. Are we doing enough as a country within our borders to support small businesses, startups, and the growth of businesses? Are we doing enough? I mean, your institution is there. You are doing all you can.
All around, yes.
But from the policy perspective, from government perspective, are we doing enough?
Well, before I answer your question, I want to say a very good afternoon to everyone watching us this afternoon. Whether we are doing enough or not, I think it is important that we look at where we come from and where we are going to currently. At the Ghana National Chamber of Commerce and Industry, of course, we all know the chamber was set up by an ally of Parliament 611 to do some of this. And so one of our core functions as a chamber is to ensure that we match businesses within Ghana and outside Ghana. And so even as I speak with you, currently in Turkey, the president of the chamber is not in Ghana now. He's led a delegation to Turkey to have this kind of conversation. Last year, we were in Spain. It is unfortunate that majority of the times we don't have a lot of businesses coming on board as we expect. I would just want to encourage that once these opportunities are coming, of course, like my CEO mentioned earlier, it looks like the U.S. gate is gradually closing on us because of
the tariffs coming from Trump and so on and so forth.
So we should take advantage of this opportunity, and I will encourage a lot of businesses to go. It's not just a cultural affair; it's a lot of business-to-business conversation. Majority of the times, you realize that they lead. I mean, around the world, they lead their businesses to Ghana, but we are not able to go there. The disadvantage in that is once they are here, they take advantage of a lot of things in Ghana.
We see lots of Chinese companies coming to Ghana, and then we have the Ghana Chamber, Ghana Chinese Expo happening here in Ghana. We see the Israeli Ghana Chamber Expo happening here in Ghana.
Yes.
But like you're saying, we don't see a lot of you.
We don't see a lot of us going. And the disadvantage in that is once they come here, they have a lot of opportunity than us because it's what they bring that we have.
They are bringing their products.
To
sell on our market.
To sell on our market.
And compete with the ones we are producing
Exactly.
here.
So now that is leading to the economic issues we are seeing. So this, I think, is in the right direction. Like I said earlier, I just want to encourage everyone to take advantage of this. And the Ghana National Chamber of Commerce and Industry, we've done a lot of this, but we want to encourage businesses to take advantage of it.
So you are organizing the event. What form is it going to take? How is it going to happen? When and where is it going to happen?
Okay, so the expo is in 3 major parts. We have the exhibition, the business networking, or what we call the B2B networking. And then we have the Bar of Chiefs, which is the cultural part of it. So the B2B is going to bring Ghanaian businesses and then Dutch or European businesses together, where they will have the platform to pitch their ideas against each other. Then whoever wants to buy into any other's idea will buy. Usually we need platform to let maybe the people at the other side know what we are offering. Then those who are interested will also buy into it. But if there's nothing like that kind of platform, it makes it difficult for the buyer or the one who needs the service to know that you have the service. But when we meet or we create a platform for them, they will be able to know that, okay, maybe Mr. So-and-so has a business or an idea which will favor my business. So that's the main reason why we are doing the B2B session. Then the trade exhibition is where we have people exhibiting their products. Those are the physical products we are bringing. And we are focusing on real estate. We are focusing on... I
was going to ask you which sectors that you are looking at. Are you considering agri?
Yes, we have agribusiness. We have pharmaceuticals. We have... We have pharmaceuticals, and then we have real estate. We also have horticulture. We have cocoa processing. In fact, the Netherlands Embassy is kind of promoting horticulture.
Okay. Here in Ghana.
Yes, and when you go to Netherlands, horticulture is one of the sectors that give the country a lot of money. So they are promoting horticulture, they are promoting cocoa, which is outside. So they actually, in our discussions with them, they asked us to make sure we incorporate it.
So you have been engaging the Netherlands Embassy here in Ghana on how the program is going to go. Exactly. And what's their take so far?
Very perfect. They were at the launch this morning. Yes, they sent their head of economic affairs to come and actually launch the event. So he was there. And then we're also in partnership with an agency of the embassy called the Ghana National Netherlands Business Chamber Council.
Okay.
So they sent a representative. Their general manager was there as well. So it's something we are trying to push to make sure we kind of, not to entirely close the gap, but at least move some couple of steps towards that. It's going to be a long road, but we need a step at a time. So now, when we are able to host this event, the subsequent events, we are going to incorporate other sectors which are not captured in this particular year's event. Then gradually we'll be growing, and then we'll.
But this is the first of its kind.
Yes.
But you have been doing these kind of programs, but this is the first for Netherlands.
Yes.
And for other countries, have you been doing it?
Yes, we've done a lot of them. Like I said earlier, majority, they come in, right? So we do it here once the country. So last year we did Spain. We did Turkey last year as well. This year we are doing Turkey now.
Okay. And currently
Turkey is going on.
Turkey is going on.
Yes.
Expo is going on in Turkey.
There are a lot of businesses from Ghana that are in Turkey now, and the president of the chamber is leading them. You know, so it's something we do, but not not so big, because a lot of businesses, especially the funding aspect, you know. So the chamber coming on board, it is to soften the grounds, so that we are able to enable a lot of businesses to join, SMEs, and including businesses that are not part of the sectors mentioned, because you want to explore, you want to go get to know what are some of the opportunities.
Yes.
Right. Yes. So you should join us.
Yes. But have you put out an advert? Have you identified the specific areas of business, or anybody, as you say, can just apply and join, or you have a specific focus? Because when you go, you should have a certain target, and I'll ask you the same thing because you are the organizer, and come back with results that going into this program as the Ghana National Chamber of Commerce and Industry, this is our vision, or this is our plan, which is part of our vision and then part of our annual objective. And so after the program, we have done an assessment or impact assessment. We have been able to support, or through the platform network, maybe 100 businesses. Maybe 20 SMEs have had the opportunity to get partners to establish either in Netherlands or come back to Ghana. Do you have a plan like that?
Yeah, so we have a plan. Like he mentioned the sectors that we are expecting. And that is done because we have already exchanged sectors with our Netherlands partners, and they are aware the sectors that are coming, so they are prepared for us. I am only encouraging that even if you are not within that sector, it's an opportunity to take advantage. And the chamber, after our trips, and I mean, we're moving businesses from Ghana to any part of the world, we do assessment after everything. We do an evaluation to understand what we've gained, what we've not been able to do right, and all of that. And like I mentioned earlier, majority of the issue is our people are not able to join us majority of the time.
Why? Why are they? Is it too expensive? And I'm going to ask you about the costing and so on. Is it too expensive? Why are they not able to join?
Yeah, sometimes, the dollar issues. And I'm hoping that now that...
But that's why you are there. That's why you're in the chamber. You need to be able to find a way to subsidize...
Of course.
Get financial support
exactly.
from partners. And again, I will ask you the same point. What partners are you partnering with? So you first of all answer the question. Is it too expensive?
It's quite expensive because of the exchange rate, but because it has come down now, we are expecting, the exchange rate issue, there is not much as a chamber we can do about it. We can, so what we do usually is we speak to our partners for them to reduce the rates, give discount on what they can give discount on, so that we can encourage businesses to go. That's what we've been doing. And now that the dollar rate has come down, I'm hoping that this will create an opportunity for a lot of businesses to take advantage now.
But Ram, you are the organizer, Augustine. So what is it? How much is it costing? Or you don't want to put that out?
No, we can.
You can, so that's fair enough.
We have packages, so we have the premium package going for 6,000 euros. Then
euros?
Yes. So it comes with your airline, your accommodation,
okay.
And then the exhibition stand, and then the networking.
Okay, so you provide the exhibition stand.
Yes.
You provide the accommodation.
Yes.
You provide the type of airline.
Yes.
And then
we give them
ticketing and so on and so forth.
All that are inclusive.
All that services.
Yes.
For 6,000 euros.
Yes.
And they will be able to come and put their products there and sell, not sell, but showcase to the market.
Absolutely. Yes.
And then the second package is?
The second package is 5,000 euros. They benefit from the same services, but limited. They wouldn't have the kind of exposure somebody who is paying 6,000 is going to have. Yes, and then the next one is 4,200, which is for delegates or attendees who want to just take advantage of the networking session to be there and then pitch their product or services to the market. So these are the...
but for you are safe because you are the organizer. You have just assessed the market and seen that this is how much you can conveniently support businesses who want to partake in it for and provide them with all of these services. But for you again, which institutions are you partnering? I know that maybe you may have to partner with Ghana Export Promotion Authority, for example, and all of these institutions. Again, there should be some financial institutions in there or a way to support our small and medium-scale enterprises who may want to join. Lots of people have ideas. Lots of people have the intention. But for financial constraints, they are not able to join.
Yeah, so with financial constraints, what we usually do, because the reason why we are partnering them, it is to make sure that we have some discount for the businesses. And because some of the conversation we had about the rate is based on what is going on there. We are not able to secure funding to support businesses directly, but we are able to reduce how much they should be spending. There's a free meal along the line whilst we are there and all of that. So that is what we are able to do at the moment. Maybe subsequent ones will be able to get some of the financial institutions to actually come in and make payment.
Maybe government support. Have you been?
For now, we are in touch with government, the Ministry of Trade, the other ministry, Ghana Export Promotion,
and the Ministry of Foreign Affairs too.
Of course.
That's good. And maybe Ghana Free Zones Authority too. Are you connecting with them?
Free Zone.
Yes, we are waiting for an approval from them.
Okay.
Yes.
To be part of.
To be part of it, and then they will bring on board their members, most of whom are able to, sponsor some people.
Exactly. That's why the question of who you are partnering with comes in, because then it becomes the duty of government to support businesses, to support the growth of the industry. Ultimately, it is to create jobs. It is to expand the economy for us as a country and get everybody to be part of it. So on what dates is this happening? You mentioned October, but what exact dates?
23rd to 25th October.
23rd to 25th October.
Yeah.
In which part of the Netherlands?
Den Haag or The Hague. Usually the English name is The Hague. So there's a convention center called the Amari Convention Center. That is where we are hosting it.
And if anybody wants to partake, how do they reach you?
They can reach us through the chamber.
They can go to your website, or you have a phone number you want to put up?
So they can visit our social media handles, which a link to the flyer is there now. They can also go to our website directly.
That's the Ghana National
Chamber of Commerce and Industry. So when you type in Ghana National Chamber of Commerce and Industry into Google, you're going to get all our social media handles. You're going to get a website as well. And then they can also contact us on 02444 130 76. Other numbers are, let me repeat that one, 02444 130 76. 030.
Maybe we will see if we can put the flyer on. I don't know if we have it, so if the producer has it. But if we do, we'll try to put it on before. But you go ahead.
Sure, let me mention this one. So
you can send it to producer. If
So 030-266-2860. 030-266-2860. There's another one, which is a Vodafone number, 020-4355-221. 020-4355-221. So that you can reach us on all those contacts, and we'll be willing to support and help you through the process.
But let me now ask you, I mean, we are rounding up, our time is actually up. So let me give each of you the platform now. In all of this that you are doing, we are concentrated on the bits where it supports our economic development, it supports businesses, it supports everybody. But the businesses should also know the relevance to it themselves. So I want to give you the platform to convince, for example, me and the person watching us as a business. Why? Because somebody may think that maybe it's quite expensive, but there should be a reason for me to spend and partake in this program. So Peter and Mark, I'm going to give you the final bite to convince me and the people watching why it is important and relevant to necessarily partake in this program, find the money and partake in this program. And of course, you said it is 23rd to 25th, which is 3 days. But beyond that, maybe some tourism activities or some side attractions that will happen. I will give that to you. So let me begin with you, Kero.
All right. So, you know, I was at a program within the chamber in our conference room, and something happened. You know, there was this lady who came we were doing some program with GIZ, and the purpose was to showcase Ghanaian made products to some business people from Turkey. What happened that day was that she came with cashew nuts. At the end of the day, she left the place with a business connection with someone who is willing to go into real estate.
Okay.
Fortunately for her, she has a land close to University of Ghana. And that day when she was leaving, she was like, if I had not come here today, I wouldn't be able to do this. She had no plan for that land because she doesn't have the fund. But when she got there for a different purpose, she was able to secure a business. And from there, they started talking, and it goes on from there. I want to encourage all businesses in Ghana and individuals who have plans to go into business that this is the right platform for them to take advantage and prove what they can do. These opportunities don't come every day. And it is not every month that we will be out there trying to, it takes a lot of time, it takes a lot of hard work planning to be able to pull some of this. So they should take advantage of it and join us, and they will not regret it. Thank you.
Let me allow you the final, our time is almost up, but let me still give you the final time to at least tell people, businesses, SMEs, large corporate entities from whichever sector, agri or aviation or financial or transport, whatever it is, the reason they should necessarily find money and join.
Yeah, I think one other role of any business owner or any entrepreneur is to explore. So this platform gives the opportunity for businesses to explore. Now, just like he mentioned, you can be on this platform, and then though you may be in fintech, you'll be connected to something else which will open your horizon. So I believe that by joining Ghana First, there are so many opportunities there because people are also there looking for opportunities from this side of town. But because there's no connection, so Ghana First is going to provide that platform where when you come, you'll be able to meet or share in some kind of business idea. Now, the side attractions, apart from the main event, we have company visitation. So the Ghanaian exhibitors or people who have registered to attend will have the opportunity to visit company premises where they can network. And we also have a dinner with the ambassador of Netherlands. Yes, where he can connect easily
to other companies.
To
other companies.
Yes. So
thank you very much. Thank you very much for your time this afternoon, and I'm sure that maybe we'll still put out the flyer if we got it later on. So Augustine Mark is the Chief Executive, RAM Concepts, the organizers of Ghana First Europe, which is happening in the Netherlands or Holland, and Peter Achu Doche is the head of communications for the Ghana National Chamber of Commerce and Industry. Thank you very much, gentlemen, for joining me. Of course, this brings us to the end of the show for the afternoon. You can catch us on Monday evening with any of our great topics that will be happening on the bottom line. And Tuesdays and Thursdays, we are here with a business edge. My name is Kwesi Afriyie. Good afternoon.
His Excellency John Dramani Mahama, President of the Republic of Ghana and Commander-in-Chief of the Ghana Armed Forces, together with Her Excellency Nana Jane